Hey everyone, New Type TCG here. I'm back at it again with round 8 of my Ottawa Regionals run that I got top 8 with. So this time I'm against the blue-white Justice Freedom blocker matchup. More control, and let's just go right into it. I can't remember if I went die roll or not, but my game plan is to go first. So I am forced to go first here, and I decided to mull my hand. I started off with a striker pack, 2 pilots, a base, and a wing Gundam. So I didn't have any early turn plays, so no turn 2 or turn 3 blockers, even with a bird mode. So I decided to mull my hand because I might be against aggro. Even though I didn't draw any blockers from my mulled hand, it's a little bit better because I drew a turn 3 play in terms of a wing Gundam bird mode, and I still have a base to help me hopefully stabilize. So I drew into overflowing, and I'll speed this up a bit. Nothing happens too much in my early plays. So drew again, and he doesn't play anything. I decide not to play the base or the overflowing here because I still don't know what I'm playing against. So I don't want to waste my EX base, and my overflowing I can do it later. Or sorry, I can play overflowing knowing what I wanted to keep in terms of if I'm against aggro or I'm against a control deck, i.e. blue white or green whites. So we played show resolve, and last turn we played different, so I felt okay to play the bird mode. And during this turn, I decided to play the base because I don't really need the EX base to cover my health. And I want to play that first instead of the overflowing because I might be discarding the card I get off the base, off the overflowing. Got an Ale Strike, and I'll speed this up a bit. Then I play the overflowing. Then I drew into a 0, my third 0, and Wing Gun and Burn mode. So here I decide to discard the bird mode because I don't need to ramp anymore. I have a turn 5 play in terms of Ale Strike and a turn 6 play in terms of freedom. Sorry, because I'm gonna go into 6 next turn, then after that I'm gonna go to level 7. So I decided to keep the 0 as well because I'll talk a little bit about this. Because 0 helps me win the blue-white matchup. Their win con is by starving me out, and my win con is by having better card value in terms of Wing Gundam clearing at least 2 cards at least, than him starving me out by show of resolves. So he drops the Sword Strike last turn and gets rid of my base, bounce my bird mode. Here I can easily just play the Ale Kira to get rid of his Sword Strike, live with 1 HP, and bounce his blocker. Speed this up a bit again. So. And he plays his own Ale Strike with Akira, then I go into turn 7. So I have a few options here. I can bird mode again, or I can play the freedom, or I can play double blockers. I decided to play the freedom here because I'm going turn 8 anyways next turn, and I can just play the 0 to get rid of his Ale Strike. So I'm not in that of a losing position at this point for me to feel pressured to drop the blockers. And again, I have 3 zeros, so I need to start getting them out next turn as soon as possible. Then drew for a turn, I drew into a Wing Gundam's pretty good. And I'm going 8. So sticking to my game plan, I just play the 0. And I pass turn. I don't want to swing with the freedom, especially he has his own freedom on board. He can just easily -4 if he has the Kira, then I lose a lot of value. So this game goes on for a while. It's a very grindy game. And I kind of fidget a lot here. Sorry about that, but I have 2 zeros on my hand, dual Maxwell, 2 blockers, a Wing Gundam, and I forgot if I have anything else, but those are pretty good cards. Here he drops a big board, In terms of Liference and Sword Strikes, he goes wide, and I draw for turn. I drew actually a 4-0 here, which is kind of crazy. It's actually an interesting option here. I can either play another 0, or I can go wide in terms of blockers, or I can develop the Wing Gundam here. Don't know which one's the actual play, the best play here, but I decided to go the Wing 0 because I can drop another Wing 0 next turn to start to get rid of the 2 blockers. But maybe dropping 2 blockers and Wing Gundam is a better play, because I can start blocking with my blockers with his Liferent if he decides to go aggressive. Then I can chip their health down to 2. Then it's easier for my Wing 0 to clear everything. But also I'm clearing. At that point, I'm clearing my board as well. So I think it's just a better card value is just to drop the 0 here. Also, we don't put the dice on the Liference here for some reason. I think I rectify it later though, for sure. It's just much later though. So here I block. He plays the RX with Liferent to, RX with Amuro to increase his life. His AP. Honestly, luckily I got a striker pack here. This one's an interesting decision of if I should block with the my Ailstrike with the RX or not. The benefits of not blocking my the Ailstrike token with the RX, he's gonna go down to 4. He repairs 2. He'll still have 3 HP left. My third Wing 0 will get a lot more value in terms of it will kill that RX. If I do block with the Ailstrike, I have the duo in my hand to able to start clearing the board and minusing and keeping my freedom up as a blocker, and I get the value of the freedom minusing as well. But here he Ailstrikes, not Ailstrike, he freedom Parakeer -4, and my freedom gets no value in terms of blocking him. So I think just letting the RX kill my freedom is a better choice, because I would be able to clear with a Wing 0 here. But I guess I don't get too much value off my Ailstrike token because it's going to go away anyways. But it could have blocked another attack if the freedom decides to go swing at face. And at this point, we are talking about that Liferent should have 3 HP on it, or 3 damage on it. And at this point, I do decide to swing or drop the third Wing 0 here. Or I'm deciding if I should play the Wing Gundam with the 2 blockers to start developing. But he is starting to go down in a card advantage, even though he showed a resolve thing twice already. I still have a lot of cards in my hand. It feels bad that I had to swing my 0 into the RX because it's not going to clear it, unfortunately. Because it still has 1 HP left from the repair. And there I dropped the Wing Gundam 0. I also didn't swing Wing Gundam 0 last turn into life because his freedom was still unpaired, and it would get a lot of value if it paired with one of the with Akira. I based as my last resource, and I was able to get an unforeseen. So it's actually really good in this situation because I want to keep my zeros alive as much as possible. And at this point, I am waiting for him. He decides to play the Justice, and with Kigali making it a blocker. he swings his freedom, and he was able to minus 2 from it, or 4 from it, because of the pair with Kigali and as well as the Kira minus. So again, deciding what I should do, and I think here I played the 4-0. We were talking about it. I kind of said I'm pretty sorry. I'm sorry. I have 4 zeros. So that gets rid of his token, and I decide to start actually clearing board because I'm up on card advantage a lot. So then I'm deciding to get rid of his freedom. So I pair the duo underneath it. So I'll be at 6 because the freedom has 6 health left. And I'll take 6. Then if he decides to clear the one with the duo, with the justice, he'll die as well. And I keep 1 up. So because I'll still have the unforeseen. This base is actually really huge for him in terms of he gets to restand his justice. Here he drops a freedom, pairs it with Amuro, which is really good. Gets a minus, he doesn't die, he only takes 4 damage. And he's able to restand. And this turn I can go wide because I have so much cards in my hand. So here I need to start pressuring his life, and I feel pretty good because I do have a lot of blockers to help protect my zeros. So I decided not to play my Wing Gundam, instead of go wide in terms of 3 blockers and a bird mode, because I still have the hero pair in my hand, so I can give my Wing Gundam rush for next turn. Speed this up, and I still have 1 standing for the unforeseen as well. So this is looking really good for me. I don't know how else he can clear my board. Speed this up. This one took a long time. So what could be bad is maybe an RX pair, resting 1, then giving his units plus AP to be able to swing over my wing zeros, because they only have 6 HP or 6 AP each. This one's actually a pretty big turn for him as well. He plays the Ailstrike, then he pairs the Amuro with it, resting 1 of my units and bouncing the token. Here he has to start getting rid of my board, so he's definitely needs to swing into the zeros, or else they're gonna start being a problem with the high maneuver. Plays another Ailstrike with a Soletta, and swings into my board, swings into that. And he minus my Lifrinth. And during this turn, I play the base first because I have enough resources to play all my cards out. And he has 3 AP left. I decide to clear board instead of trying to go for game, because I can't go for game because he still has 2 Ailstrikes pair, and I need my Wing Gundam burn mode to go through. I play the Wing Gundam, so I want to start threatening his freedom. So nothing is at 6 attack or 7 attack for him to kill lethal with my Wing Gundam, and he has only 1 card in his hand as well, so it's looking really good for me. Here's thinking what to block with. Blocks with that. Breach. And I start clearing his board here with my 0. At least clear his Justice. Take 6. Then I swing 0 at life here. And yeah, gets a Kira, which is pretty good, but he only has 1 card in his hand. I decided not to play the Sword Strike here because I wanted to keep my Unforeseen up because he needs to get rid of both my zeros. I mean, he has to get rid of both my zeros and my Wing Gundam as well. And if I at least keep 1-0 up, he has to rest his units to swing on my board. So if I keep 1-0 up and at least one of my units standing, I should be able to win the game out. And here it's a big decision, so he takes a bit of time here. He has 3 cards in his hand, and he used a lot of pilots already. Amuro's the biggest one, and he placed the ward here. He has 2 cards in his hand, so I don't know what those else can be. He needs to get rid of my Wing Gundam for sure, or else it's just gonna trade 2 for 1 in terms of a breach. And he swings into my 0. I block with the Lifrinth. So the only way you can get rid of both zeros is by resting his freedom, unless he has a base to restand it. But I don't think so at this point. And I still have my Unforeseen, so there's no way he can get rid of my healthy 0. Gets rid of the Wing 0 here. Maybe he should get rid of the Wing Gundam instead, but I guess it's either he gets a bad trade in terms of he clearing my Wing Gundam, and he dies, but then both my zeros live, then they both have high maneuver. So he would have to hope for a base last life. So I drew Akira with my Sword Strike, which is really good in terms of there's 2 Zords, but I'm just going to swing my Wing Gundam into one of his units first and see if there's a base last life. I'm actually thinking here if I should Unforeseen and keep my Wing Gundam up, but I don't think there's a point. And he does get a base here. Luckily, I do have the base to bounce it. I also have the Kira pair as well with my Sword Strike. So hopefully you guys were able to learn something from this gameplay. If you think I misplayed at all, please comment down below. And if you guys enjoyed this comment, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.